Yes, people, welcome back to Arsenal with Ash. Club football is back. The 2 weeks is over. We're out of the international break and we get going again. First game of the weekend when early kickoff against Nottingham Forest. We've got quite a few games back to back now. None of this one game a week stuff. We've got Champions League midweek. We've got Carabao Cup the week after. We've got Champions League again. Like the games are coming thick and fast now. So it's time to really get our teeth into the season and put a marker down. But we got a tough one. We got a tough one this weekend. Nottingham Forest coming to the Emirates. Obviously, they had a really good season last year, challenging for Champions League places for most of the season. Well, until the last day, to be honest with you, made it into the Europa League in the end. And it's a tough place. It's a tough team to play against. Honestly, a really tough team to play against. They set up well. However, there is an interesting factor in this game, and that factor is Ange Postecoglou. He's back. The Tottenham scum from last season is now in a new job at Nottingham Forest. And that's all happened over the international break. Nuno's left the building. Obviously, we know he's had a frosty relationship with the owner, with Edu, who obviously was once of us and has gone to Forest now. So yeah, it will be very, very interesting to see how they set up. Obviously, we know Ange's game is open and expansive. We saw it a lot at Spurs. But what we did see from him also in the Europa League run and more so in the final was them being more pragmatic and holding a shape and counter-attacking. So I think that's the tactic he'll go with against us, especially because that's what the Forest players will be used to from working with Nuno. And they've got the players to do so as well. So they've got the likes of Hudson-Odoi, Gibbs White, the new guy Ndoye on the other side who can counter-attack with pace and directness. So I'm sure that's the angle they're going to be going with. And it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be difficult to break them down. They're going to come, they're going to sit with their strong defence that they have, the likes of Ole Einar, Milenkovic, Murillo, them type of players. They're gonna come here and try and frustrate us and do a job. But we've got a good record against them at the Emirates. We've got a good record. I think it was their first season back. We hit 5 against them. First or second, I can't remember. But then last season we beat them 3-0 at the Emirates, and they were flying by that time as well. And we put them in their place. So yeah, I'm expecting a good performance from the boys. And a lot of our players have had really good international breaks. There's been a lot of goal scoring output. We've seen Odegaard, he got a goal and 2 assists. Declan Rice got the same. Noni played really well for England, got his first goal for England, got an assist as well. Gyökeres got an assist. And Mikel Merino bagged 4 goals and 1 hat-trick in a hostile environment away to Turkey. So yeah, we've had a good pre-season. And it looks like, not pre-season, sorry, international break. And it looks like we haven't come off the back of the international break with any fresh injuries. So yeah, it's looking good for us. On the injury front, now that we're speaking of that, we know that Ben White was nursing an injury. He could be back for this game, but I understand we're not willing to kind of rush him back. The same with Bukayo. Probably this game will probably come a bit too soon for him, and we don't need to rush him because Noni's in great form. So yeah, we can hopefully save him for the City game. And yeah, I'm not sure if there's any other injuries, but yeah, it's looking good for the squad. We need to shake off this Liverpool defeat that we had in our last game. Time to get the wins going again. We've got a tough couple of games. We've got Forest, we've got City, and then we've got Newcastle away. Like, this is a real tough set of fixtures. They continue just like at the start of the season and the first 3 games. So yeah, let's get our teeth back into it. We can't afford to drop any points, not in this one. It's an early kickoff. It's going to be tough. But yeah, let's get into the predicted 11. So in goal, none other than David Raya. There's no argument there. He has to play. Had a really good start to the season. So yeah, we've got him in goal. At right back, I'm going with Jurriën Timber. Yeah, like I said before, Ben White's nursing an injury, so we kind of got to manage that. And yeah, Timber's the obvious option anyway. So yeah, Timber at right back. Centre back, obviously Saliba. Sorry, I didn't mention him before, but his injury. There was reports in France that he could be out for like 3 to 4 weeks. I heard that apparently that might not be true. So I don't know really what's going on with him. We'll have to wait until Arteta's press conference. But yeah, I don't think he'll be fit for this game. So if not, I'm happy for Mosquera to step in like he did at Anfield. He was brilliant. So yeah, Mosquera in at centre back alongside Gabriel, who played really well for Brazil in their first game in the international break. And at left back, we've got options. We've got Calafiori, we've got Miles, we've also got Hincapié that's arrived now, and he looks serious. Yeah, he had a really good international break for Ecuador, managed to help them win a big game over there. I think, was it against Brazil or Argentina? I think it was Argentina they beat 1-0. But yeah, he had a really good international break, and he's looking like a real option on that left hand side. And I'd be inclined to give him the start. I don't think we will. I think we'll go with Calafiori, who has had a good start to the season and was nominated for Player of the Month, for the Premier League Player of the Month. So yeah, I'd go with Calafiori to stay on that left hand side. And in midfield, I'd go with Zubamendi, obviously leading Spain to a big victory, like I mentioned earlier, against Turkey, sitting at the base of midfield, orchestrating things. So yeah, I'd have him. Definitely, we're going to need someone like him in this game where Forest are going to try and frustrate us, and he can just be there to kind of open the door and open the lock with his IQ. So yeah, I'd keep Zubamendi in there. Obviously, Dek next to him as well. It's a no-brainer. Has to play. Has to start every game. And then I'd go with Odegaard, who seems to have got a little bit of confidence for Norway. Obviously, he was injured for the last game against Liverpool. He did come off the bench, but yeah, he didn't get a chance to impact that game. But he's going to have to start as well. I'd go with him. And then in the front three, we've got obviously a couple of decisions to make. I'd go with Eze on the left. I'd start Eze. Yeah, it was clear to me in those couple of minutes that he had at Anfield, the difference in quality between him and Martinelli was clear. So I'm starting with Eze on the left, and I'd have Calafiori bombing down that left, hugging the touchline almost at times, with Eze more drifting inside to get on the ball, get more touches on the ball, make things happen, try things, run at players, commit defenders, have goals at goal. So that's what I want from him. I want him to announce himself to the Emirates crowd and pick up that ball and dominate the game. I know he can do that. So I'd have Eze on the left. In the 9, I'd have Gyökeres, who's received a lot of criticism over the international break. I know a lot of it is rival fans and yeah, there's just the narrative on social media. It's just ridiculous that after 3 games he can be treated like this after scoring 2 goals as well. But I understand parts of it, because on the ball, he's just looking really, really poor. He looks so poor. And this is a worry that we had before he joined us. However, I did always maintain the fact that we're not buying him for his football ability. We're buying him to score goals. And he's already done that. He scored 2 goals in 3 games. Yes, it was against Leeds, but we bought him to score goals. And that's it. And I've said he will get goals by force. And the quality of his goals, so the one against Leeds, his first one, that's literally the definition. That's a Gyökeres goal. Running into the channel, driving into the box, committing defenders, and finishing it comfortably, clinically. That's what I mean by getting goals by force. And then the penalty, obviously, as well, takes it off the little 15-year-old's hands and says, I'm putting this away. Puts that away. So yeah, I'm expecting a performance from him in this game. I reckon he will get a goal. But yeah, he definitely needs to improve in his game outside of the goals as well. He definitely does. And then on the right hand side, for me, it's got to be Noni. He's got to continue on that side. He's been really good. There's people that have spoken about Ethan. Max ain't going to get a start at this age. Noni has earned the right to start over there. He had a good performance at Anfield and had a really good international break with England. So yeah, I'm starting Noni on the right. And yeah, I think that team's good enough to win the game, man. I think that's a really strong team. And yeah, I'm going to go with a comfortable, and I'm going to go with a 3-0 win, similar to the same as last season. I'm going to go with Gyökeres to get a goal. I'm going to go with Noni to continue his goal scoring form and score his first goal for the club. And I'm going to go with Eze to get a full debut goal. So the front 3 to all score, 3-0 win for the boys. And yeah, hopefully that will kick off this next part of the season before the next international break, and we can go on a run. So yeah, let me know your thoughts, your comments, how you feel about this game, if you're confident, if you agree with my predicted 11, and yeah, let me know your scores in the comments as well. So like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff, and I'll see you for the next one.